What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. NBA lovers. I hear y'all, man, in my comments asking me to give my breakdown and thoughts on the Luka Dončić and Anthony Davis trade that took place, man, the other day. Got the NBA community still in awe as a result of something like this happening. Luka Dončić, who's 25 years old, was up for super max extension. Basically, they had him about to be the highest paid NBA player, and that's still gonna happen. It's just gonna happen on the Lakers. The highest paid NBA player in NBA history. And people like, man, why would Dallas do that? That's supposed to be their star. He's like the future of the NBA. He almost averaging a triple double a game, and you know he literally is NBA box office. And here's AD again. You can't take nothing away from AD. So they like, man, why would the Lakers get rid of AD? This is supposed to be the LeBron James' close friend. Did LeBron know something about this? Did they know anything about this? And come to find out, from what we know right now, none of the players had no idea this situation that's actually went on. Nico Harrison, who's the GM of the Dallas Mavericks, and Rob Pelinka is real close GMs, to the point that they were speaking behind the scenes and it only was between them two of what they were working on. So apparently the Lakers don't think this LeBron and AD situation is going to get any better. They basically threw in the towel of believing that they would win any more championships together. And when it came to Dallas Mavericks, the Dallas Mavericks not willing to trust the health of Luka Dončić right now, seeing that he is 270 pounds now. When he first came in the league, he was 230. They seeing what's going on with Zion, and they seeing what's going on with Kawhi, and they seeing that Luka ain't trying to do nothing to help himself. In fact, he getting more tacky injuries to the point where he missing a lot of games now as a result of his injuries, and they blame his health for that. So they like, you know what, this is what we gonna do. They trusting that with Kyrie running the team, because he could basically do the same thing Luka could do, if not better. He could shoot, his ball handling better. I mean, hey, Kyrie is an animal. You put AD in that fold with him, with Klay Thompson, and listen, I ain't mad at Dallas to some degree. I take AD over there under Jason Kidd coaching, because Jason Kidd definitely know how to coach. That should be better for Dallas. But this says a lot about the Lakers, though. What it does is shows and put LeBron on the forefront to show, okay, you're at the end of your career. I know when we got you here, we were willing to accommodate everything you wanted, even to the point of bringing your son to actually play for the team, even though it cost us one of our picks. We could have got somebody better for him. But to accommodate you, we did that. And right for look, and I'm just gonna be realistic regarding how we feel about LeBron. It's supposed to be like that. When you the number one dude, you need to get out of these leagues what you can get out of them, because here's a look at what just happened now. This is a prime example of what when the leagues want to do anything they want to do. You think they're gonna check in with you? No, they not. They didn't let Luka know he was finna be traded. They didn't let AD know they finna be traded. They don't care when you're dealing with big business. So when you are a player and you are somebody of prominence and power, and your worth and value is where it need to be, that you can make these type of demands for yourself, you better get out of them as much as you can get. Just like Giannis got his brothers playing for the Milwaukee Bucks with him, even though they don't really see no playing time because they ain't really good like that. You know what I'm saying? He had like two of his brothers playing with him at one time. But I think they got rid of one. He still got one here, but he don't really do nothing. But he's only on the roster to accommodate Giannis for and to assure Giannis to stay. Now, with that being said, this trade actually what the Lakers speaking out against LeBron without even having to say something. Basically letting it be known we're bringing in the future of the Lakers. We know you said you could play for another 3 years, and we welcome that. But under our structure now, of what we doing now, we got rid of your best friend to really show you something, and we brought in somebody who played your position. See, this is the thing why I think this is bad for the Lakers. We brought in somebody that played your position. LeBron is not effective without the ball. Luka is not effective without the ball. Both them need the ball to be who they are and why we love them when it comes to the NBA. They need the ball. Luka need the ball. LeBron need the ball. So you ball in the person who's ball dominant just like you are. LeBron ain't good playing off the ball. Luka not good playing off the ball. These two make everybody better. So how do that work bringing them both in the game? Do Luka become a spot-up shooter? We know LeBron can't be the spot-up shooter. And we know for the most part, LeBron arrogance and Luka being like one of LeBron's idols, that he gonna cater to him, but he ain't gonna like that too well. See, it's good that he's your idol when you're not on his team. But now when you're on his team, he go from being your idol to being your rival. Just like Kobe and Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was easy to love him not being on your team. Now let's see how things gonna be since y'all on the same team. And y'all basically playing the same position. And y'all both ball dominant and need the ball. That's going to be a problem. Here's the thing that I don't get when it comes to the NBA and what a lot of people failing to understand. And this is one of the reasons why I'm less liking LeBron more and more at the end of his career. Same problem I was having with Kobe at the end of his career. Like the last 3 years of Kobe Bryant's career, I did not like him as an NBA player. I did not like him at all. His choices and decisions he was making, how he became real lazy, how he actually... Don't get me started. Same thing with LeBron James. The thing that we respected LeBron James about these past 4 years, I have not liked him these past 4 years of being on the Lakers. I haven't at all. One of the reasons why is because he have become lazy. Not only that, they hurting the Lakers because they're not playing to the Lakers' strength. I keep telling people this, and you don't hear nobody talking about this. Have you noticed you're not hearing nobody talk about this that we know to be true? The last time the Lakers won their championship, why did they win their championship? They had Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee rotating in the center position. Dwight Howard was the starter. When Dwight Howard go out, JaVale McGee came in. They always had a center, a 7-footer center, complimenting both LeBron James and AD. At the end of the game, closing out games, you had those 3 bigs. You had LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Dwight Howard or JaVale McGee closing out games. They led the NBA in defense and offense. They was like the top teams in defense and offense. Now, in that's how they won the championship. They played to their strengths. LeBron and AD dominated the forwards, and you had a big man presence in the paint to complement them also. Because LeBron and AD, for the most part, is bigger than the average forward that's in the NBA. But what have they been doing these past years by which they ain't been able to actually return back to the championship and been losing? They have now become centers. AD played a center position. Then LeBron playing the center position. And that is terrible because that is not their positions. That is not their positions. And anytime they play up against a dominant center, what happens? They get embarrassed and exposed every time. When they got put out against Phoenix, Aiken, the big black dude Aiken, he was dominating them down there. When they got put out by Jokic back-to-back, 2 years back-to-back, Jokic dominating them in the paint down there. LeBron and AD is too little for him. They are forwards, and Jokic is a legitimate, solid, real, true center. And instead of them recognizing that this is what I despise about LeBron them, you know that's the problem. But because you won't humble yourself, and arrogant and pride is allowing you to say, well, I'm still going to take on the challenge. I'm still going to do it. You're going to try to force it to work when it's proven that it don't work. When they played Denver the first time, they got swept. They didn't win not one game. Not one. Jokic was dominating them. One of the quarters, first quarter of the game, he had like 13 rebounds in the first quarter. They're going to show you how he was dominating them. Both Anthony Davis and LeBron James playing the center position against him. First quarter, he got 13 rebounds. 13. Come on now. And they didn't win the game. And this is what I mean by foolish and stupidity. Only to then, next year, bring back the same exact team, changing nothing, believing different results. They went up against Denver again. The results were different. They won one game in a close game that Denver could have won also. But they got swept the last three. So they only won one this time. But they played the same routine. Same routine. Same rotation. They playing the same rotation, doing the same routine, and lost back to back. So no. I haven't liked them ever since because it was an easy fix. And I hate the politics of the NBA because all you got to do is put a big man in the paint and the Lakers is still that number one team again. And they didn't have to trade AD. All they have to do is put AD and LeBron in their proper position. They power forwards. They forwards. Put them in the forward position and you dominate where you strong at. And they would win. They didn't even have to break up their team. They have a good team. They just playing in the wrong positions. It's an easy fix. But they trying to cater to LeBron by allowing him to play off on defense, being lazy, and want to just stand in the paint. No. You putting all the millions in your body, you still want to play here? Listen, man, you moving around anyway. Play your rightful position. You hurting us in the center position, okay? And they've been letting it go for the past 3 years, and they have not been successful in it, and yet they continue to do it. So these are just stupid, foolish mistakes. And LeBron them could have won probably the last 2-3 championships if they actually played their right position and just got a legitimate center. I would have picked up Dwight Howard again. I would have got JaVale McGee again. And they was cheap. They were cheap. Them dudes was only, if y'all been watching the NBA, them dudes was only getting like 1 million or 2 million at the most. 1 million, that's it. And they was happy to play for the Lakers. They were getting paid the less. And yet they actually played a major part in the championship, going through all those big teams. They was treating Jokic, Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee. They were treating Jokic. That's how the Lakers got past Denver. And LeBron and AD was dominating the forwards. How do y'all miss where y'all was successful at? And then the crazy thing about it is they got rid of both Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee for Marc Gasol. And they actually paid Marc Gasol more than both of them. They was only giving Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee $1 million, and Marc Gasol was getting $9 million. Only for him not to even be able to even play 20 games because his legs went out. He wasn't even able to play 20 games because his legs went out. And you got rid of Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee, who was playing basically the whole year and dominating under LeBron James and Anthony Davis. That was stupid. That was so fool. Sad thing about it, you still could have picked them back up. But wouldn't do it. Even DeAndre Jordan they had, it wouldn't even give him playing time. All you had to do was put a body on Jokic and you was going to beat him. That's how they lost against Minnesota. When Minnesota put Jokic, Denver and them out, why did they put them out? You put a body on him. Minnesota threw 3 bodies on him, and it actually wore him down, and they lost. While Anthony Edwards went wild. That's how Denver got put out. All you got to do is put a legitimate center on Jokic. That's all you have to do. Put a body on him. The center ain't even got to score. Just put the body on him. And that's another thing I don't like a lot about LeBron James that I hate. You a billionaire. You got all this money coming in. It ain't going to stop coming in. You want to be the greatest basketball player of all time. Why are you maxing out on the money? Why are you maxing out on all the money? But then you want players to come and play for you to take a pay cut. But you the one want to win the championship. You the one chasing greatness. No other player come to you and chasing the greatness of being the greatest of all time to try to overthrow Michael Jordan. You're the only one that can do that with what your stats at. So you need those championships to actually help your argument and be in that. But you can't do that if you're maxing out on all the money. So you can't get the shooters you need. You can't get the extra help you need that Mike had. See what made Mike successful his whole career? He wasn't a highly paid NBA player. And guess what he had in Dennis Rodman, the best rebounder? Guess what he had in Scottie Pippen, arguably the second best player in the league next to him? Guess what he had in the B.J. Armstrong, John Paxsons, and Steve Kerrs and Craig Hodges, the best three-pointers that the league had to offer? Guess what he had in the Tony Kukoc, the best overseas player in the league at that time, arguably? He wasn't maxing out on the money. So they was able to put the money to use to put a team around him that they won 6 championships and never went to a game 7. Here you is maxing out on all the money. You maxing out on all the money, then you want players who can help you to take a pay cut. Like, come on, man. What the hell is wrong with you? See, that's terrible. What made Tom Brady so great? That man got 7 championships. What made him so great? He wasn't maxing out on the money, especially when he's chasing greatness. He knew he had all them endorsements. He got enough money that he's gonna die a rich man. He ain't gonna be able to spend in his lifetime. So what he did, he chased the greatness. Look, don't give me 100 million. Just give me 60 or give me 70. Take the other 30 million that I would have been getting and give it to him, or put it on the offensive line, or put it on the shooter, or put it on a defensive player. But you maxing out on all the money, then want players to come play for you because you LeBron James, and y'all should take a pay cut when you already a billionaire. Like, come on, man. Stop it, bro. Tell me why they not talking about that. Tell me why not one sports channel is talking about that. Not one. How they don't speak about none of this I'm talking about. None of them. Not Charles Barkley, Kenny Smith, Shannon Sharp, the dude with the forehead pushed back from Philly, who Jalen Rose, hitting Jalen Rose, ex-wife, Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless. None of them talks about this. And that's the exact truth, which makes me think like, man, it's so many politics involved that ain't even funny. So many politics involved that ain't even funny, because that is an easy fix. You did not have to break up that Laker team. All you had to do, it was an easy fix. Put them brothers in a right position and they go back to dominating. Just that simple. But again, this showed a lot. And it really let it be known what's going on. I think Dallas is definitely finna be stronger and better. I think that's an easy fix because, again, I think Luka and Kyrie took from each other. Kyrie need the ball in his hand. He's a master ball handler, and he need the ball in his hand. He also know how to get everybody else involved, but he is a dominant closer also. Okay, so I think he's gonna flourish in that position real well. And it actually, Dallas and them know. Dallas and them know. Trust me. Dallas and them did the right thing. And they got the piece that they need in AD. All you gotta do is put him in a forward position, and Dallas is going to flourish. Do not put him in that center position. Put him in his rightful position as a forward. And Dallas is definitely the team to beat in the West. I definitely say that. Luka and Kyrie take from each other. Okay? And again, now it becomes the Laker problem because Luka and LeBron take away from each other. What are you going to do? Luka gonna play off the ball, then you're going to take away from him being Luka. LeBron gonna play off the ball, he's no longer LeBron. So that was terrible. Hell, I wouldn't be. Well, LeBron can't be traded because he got a no trade clause. But it is what it is, though, man. So as far as the trade go and things like that, it is what it is, man. With that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment. That's some questions. It's yours. Hit the link in the description box. Subscribe to Battle Truth.